From the Coleman Practice Complex at the University of North Carolina here in Chapel Hill, this is Tar Heel Illustrated. I'm THI publisher Andrew Jones. She is our Director of Football Recruiting, Deana King. We are at the Mack Brown Showtime camp. It just completed about 25-30 minutes ago. Still a few kids lingering around. As of right now, no commits, but we're going to hang out until the last guy leaves just in case somebody pops, because often at this featured event each year, someone does commit. So Deana, first of all, it's just awesome to be out here, awesome to be in this facility. It's been a long time because of COVID. Last time we were in here was a practice at the end of the 2019 football season. So it's been a long time. And to see these kids out here closing the camp season for North Carolina, to me is exciting, because for 15 months they couldn't be in front of the coaches. Now they're talking to the coaches, families are here, brothers and sisters, and they're performing and they're being coached up by these guys. To me, that was the best thing about it, although there was some other stuff that stood out. To you, what's your immediate take from it?
Kids, you see smiles on their faces, fun, they come down here to work. Some kids, they have a chance to work out in front of one of the best coaching staffs in the country and earn a possible offer. We saw a lot of younger kids, 23 kids that really did really well today, and so I expect some more offers to go out here pretty shortly.
Very shortly. Talked to a lot of people who were with players that are here that do not have offers. Some of them are expecting offers, some of them are hoping for offers. I think what was neat, and we kind of expected and we've been talking about it on the site a lot too, not a whole lot of 2022 activity. It's going to be a small class. We think 14 is the max. They may go over in the fall for the right kid, and they've already got 5 commitments, so that means 9 slots. Very heavy on 2023, like you said, Deana. A couple 2023s that stood out for me. Mr. Concepcion, he looks like the next Josh Downs. It was a lot of fun watching him. We'll have video, and then we had a couple of people shooting a video of a lot of these kids. Rico Walker, another kid that stood out. For you, you know these kids so much better than I do. Roll out the names. Who stood out for you?
I was watching the quarterbacks. We had Tad Hudson from Huff High School, 23, and then we had 2022 quarterback, the kid from Alabama, Connor Harrell, that came. He's got a rifle, so we got to see maybe the future QB for the Tar Heels.
Certainly someone that could be in the program, because there could be some attrition at the position. They want to make sure that they have depth. They've told us, Mack has said numerous times, Longo has said numerous times, they want 4 quarterbacks on scholarship. Sam's leaving, they know that, and maybe somebody else moves on. Portal's been pretty crazy the last couple of years. Quarterbacks move, so they probably do need to bring somebody else in so they can keep 4 scholarships in that room. Rico Walker, I just brought him up a second ago. You've known him for a while, you've been around him for a while. To me, when you peruse all the kids at camp today, there are 3 or 4 that just popped out. Every time I looked in the vicinity of him, he popped out.
And there's a reason he's a 4-star. We saw him early. I saw him early last year, and he was really didn't have a defined position. He's just an athlete. He was at the camp I was at earlier. He wanted to be wide receiver. He was playing a little defense today. So I guess the coaching staffs have basically told him, you know, his future probably is on the defensive side of the ball, but that kid can play anywhere he wants to. He's just as physical, like his Twitter handle, 6'4" physical specimen. That's what Rico Walker is.
We're going to roll out some podcasts looking at specific position groups that we hear, so we're not going to go knee deep into a lot of stuff tonight. But one other thing I did want to hit on, Deana, the competition. People see our reports, they see your reports. You were at camp earlier in the week, and I think they need to understand the difference between a Showtime camp, which, if you remember, Larry Fedora had Fedora's Freak Show, as opposed to the regular day camps. This was an invite event. All the kids here are going to play in college somewhere. They're obviously all not going to play here, but there were some kids here that were trying to generate a little bit more momentum in their recruitment, and by the staff seeing them up against other big-time prospects kind of helps us get an idea of where they are in the process. There were a couple of kids, I think, that may have made a move. Running back from Alabama, Mackay Hughes is somebody that we might have to pay attention to in the future. He's a 2022 kid looking to maybe get higher up Power 5 offers. He's someone that came here specifically for that.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. You mentioned Kevin Concepcion, one of the leaders on that Vance now Chambers High School, led them to a state championship. Made some heck of a plays out there. So you named it. He fits right in with that kind of offense that UNC runs.
Now we've seen a lot of the coaches in this program up close before COVID. Dre Bly, his passion never ever wanes. Well, he was coaching up Braylon Johnson big time today. But I'll tell you what, we got to see Natrone Means coach for the first time. I spent about 25 minutes, 30 minutes around the running backs. Man, he was coaching up. Mack said when he was hired, this guy has a passion. He's not a position coach right now, but he's part of the program. But he could be out here at an event like this. And Mack told us back in February, Natrone's got a passion for coaching. He's got a huge passion for it. Today we saw that. And that was something that stuck with me too, because Natrone is big time. Great player here, a legend here. And it was really neat seeing him work with the kids today.
You nailed it. I mean, it was just a pleasure to be able to come to a facility like this. And it was originally scheduled for Keenan, and it was a hot one here in Chapel Hill, so they decided safety to bring it in, and it was just a great afternoon to watch some kids have some fun.
And it's good inside. You can probably hear the fans very, very loud. So it's kept it a little bit cooler here. Anyway, it's a blast to be here. It's so blessed to be back here, seeing stuff in person, seeing each other in person. We're climbing out of this stuff, guys. You guys are on the ride with us. Not Zoom stuff from on site, but in-person stuff from on site. So I'm very excited about that. She's Deana. I'm AJ. Thanks for stopping by.